Okay, welcome to part 2. Alright, so now we're actually going to get into the horses that actually placed instead of my poor horses that didn't, but oh well. Okay, well, the horse that got the worst placing in the OF class anyway. Well, not the worst placing, but the last place, technically. The ribbons at BreyerWest, they went up to 6th place. He got 6th. I only have 2 6 ribbons, one in OF and one in performance. I'll explain the performance later. But, so yeah, and the reason, because there's actually there's like 2 or 3 other cryptics, not surprised really. And the reason he didn't place, she said, was because of his foot, right here, this foot. She said it was just too flat. It was a flat foot. And I will admit, his foot is pretty flat. He had a flat foot flaw, which sounds really weird. Anyway, yeah, so that's why. A little bit disappointed again, because unfortunately, like most of my Breyers, I don't ever get to like go and like pick them out from the boxes. Like, I don't get to look over them like bit by bit and make sure they're perfect or make sure their coloring is really rich or anything. Because I order most of my Breyers online, so unfortunately I don't get the luxury of that and kind of have to deal with factory flaws like that foot. Anyway, going on. Next up, I have Jasmine from BreyerWest 2011. I know that's upside down. So, she got a 5th, which is good because she was in the Arabian class. Although, I was surprised. The Arabian class was actually very, very small. It was not as many Arabians as I thought there would be. Because usually in Arabian classes, you know, there's like a whole bunch of Arabians. The reason she didn't place, they said it placed better was because of her ears. She apparently does not have very good ears again. Most of my horses don't have good ears. I can never seem to get them to stay good with ears. Anyway, yeah, I'm trying to get it. Yeah, you can see that right there now. And that one I kind of markered up quickly, so it doesn't look very good. So I might try and show her again. If, I'll repaint her ears because I'm gonna try and repair my Breyers like better with ear rubs and stuff, like make it look perfect. That makes sense. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna try and get her condition a little bit better, and maybe she'll do a little better at the show. Hopefully, anyway. But still, that's good for her. 5th place. I'm happy for that. All right, next one that got 5th place as well is this little girl. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. I love this one. She's a little dun. I put her in the gainted breeds class, which is really good because, I mean, if you look at her, you're like, oh, that's definitely not really anything that's all that gainted. Or just like her mold, you know, it's not, it doesn't look very gainted-like. It doesn't look like one of the fancy horses with more than 4 gaits. So I think she did good for that. I mean, 5th place, that's pretty good. Yeah, and I'm really happy for her, and I love her, and I got her at BreyerFest as well. She's actually a 2007 one that they gave out at the BreyerFest youth show, so I am really happy about that. Next up, I got only one 4th place. Da-da-da-da, it's my Pickles. I love this guy. And I'm really happy he got 4th. I put him in the other light breeds class, which, yeah, anyway, I'm really glad about him because, oh, again, he's another BreyerFest. Yeah, 4th, and look, it matches him. Ooh. Anyway, so I'm really happy for him because I wasn't expecting too much out of him because I thought, there's probably going to be a lot of Pecoses there, which there kind of were, so yeah, he did good. I'm proud of him. Alright, now I'm actually going to slide over to performance classes now because all my other horses got really good placings. First of all, I'm going to go over the worst ones. Well, okay, so I did decide to do performance this year. I did 5 entries in performance. The ones that got the worst placings were English, and I'm not really surprised. Well, it's a little bit harder for me to do English ones because I don't write English, and I haven't really ever written English before, so I really don't know a whole lot of like the whole technical parts of it that well. So, I can't say I'm surprised, but I was a little bit disappointed, especially with this guy, who I'm going to talk about in a second. And I know I don't have their little performance thing set up. There's a couple pictures of him in the video that's in the description. The video of my trip to BreyerWest has some pictures and videos. Otherwise, I'm really sorry I didn't get more pictures, and I do not feel like setting these up to just show on the video real quickly. So, sorry about that. You don't get to see exactly what I had. But, so this one got sixth place. I did a show jumping or a jumpers class. This stablemate obviously didn't have the blanket on it, but I'm still happy though, because the English class, I mean, it was pretty big. So, I'm still happy that they at least placed. This one though, I was a little bit disappointed. I worked really hard on this one. Like the entry, like I had a really cool little fence and stuff. You actually can see it in the pictures below. So the reason why it didn't place was because I basically didn't have the rider up in the exact position. Again, it's really hard for me to see that technical stuff with English, so next time I'm going to try and set it up a lot better, because I definitely want to run this one through again at a show, because otherwise he would have done a lot better. So yeah, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to redo this one later. I might even like improve it. I have to also have to improve the tack, because I made some tack for it, and she said the tack I had for the legs, which I can actually kind of show you. No, I can't, because I don't know where it is. Anyway, the tack I had was a little bit out of scale on him, so I'm just gonna have to remake the tack and set it up better. Know what I'm doing better. But he did get 5th, which is good, because like I said, the English class was pretty big, and there were some kind of fancy tack ones in there and stuff. So I'm still glad about it. Alright, now the next performance classes, or some of them, this one got 3rd. I did a trail class with this Breyer and this rider. Actually, it probably would have, I don't even know how many places it would, if it would have went to first or just second. But she said it would, the problem was, and this is very stupid because I am a Western rider. I ride Western every week. I don't know what went through my head, but I was kind of rushing to get the entries done because I was doing them at the show, like setting them up. So next time I just have to be a little bit more careful and slower when I put it together, but I had the reins in the wrong hand, and that's just a really silly Western mistake I made, like Western-y, mistakey thingy I made. Again, I'm sorry, my voice is like getting weird. So yeah, that is why he didn't place. Very sad. Well, didn't place higher. Well, I mean, of course, I'm super happy about this. I'm just sad about my silly mistake, so I'll try and make sure that I don't make silly little mistakes like that again. Anyway, now I'm going on to, this was the costume class. It's obviously not in costume right now, but I had my flamenco rider and flamenco horse. And they were all set up with the flamenco thing, and I put a little mask I made on her, a little Day of the Dead mask to put on her face. Yeah. And yeah, this is a little thing for it. And it got 3rd! I am so happy for that. Because that's, I mean, it was kind of hard class, because, you know, some people actually made the costumes and stuff, and I just made the little mask and set up the horse, but it got 3rd. Very happy. Alright, swinging back to OF, one of my horses that go up got an OF, 3rd place in the OF was my little boy right here, who I semi-recently got. I didn't, like, well, pretty much recently. He's like one of more of my recent horses. And yes, he got 3rd. I'm very happy. And this was in the huge, stock horses, all patterns except Appaloosa. So I was up against a whole bunch of other paint horses, and he got 3rd. So I'm really happy about that. Like, really happy. Alright, now I'm going over the couple more 3rd place OF classes. This little guy was actually up against my Winter, who I thought would place above him, who Winter didn't place. And he ended up getting 3rd place in the huge draft class. Not huge, of course, because BreyerWest show was pretty small. There wasn't that many, like, showers and stuff, but still, he got 3rd. I'm so happy. Alright, then this guy also got 3rd in the solid colored stock class. Sorry, my voice sounds really weird to me right now. So yeah, he got third. Oh my gosh, so happy. And I didn't even think he was gonna do that well, but ended up he did really good, I mean. Alright, going back to performance one more time. This little guy got second place. Yay! Well, he had a little display that I made. You can see it from the pictures. And yes, he got second, so he actually qualified for the championship. But of course, I didn't get the grand champion or reserve champion, but that's okay. This is only my second show, and look how well I've done so far. I'm really happy about it. And then, whoops, I already showed you the horse. I'm sorry. Anyway, this little guy, it's Heartbreaker. Now, Heartbreaker, I saw a lot of him at the BreyerWest show because I had him in BreyerWest too. And there was there was definitely 3 other ones. There might have been like 4 other ones besides him. And out of all of them, he placed the highest of them all. I don't know which horse was first place, but I know it wasn't another Heartbreaker. But I can't believe it. Mine actually placed first, and of course the other one, he didn't place in BreyerWest. He didn't even place at all. But yeah, I'm really happy about that. And I was not even thinking of showing him again. And he got second. If you're wondering why did I place him as a, why did I put him in the show instead of some other foals, since this one's used a lot? I don't have any other LSQ foals right now. Otherwise, I probably would try and place other foals, but he's the only LSQ foal I have. But he got second. I'm super, super happy. Alright, now I have 2 more horses to go. Trying to make sure the time doesn't run out. This is the other little Breyer horse I got at BreyerWest, the Merry Widow one. And he actually got second. And they had a class at the end. They had 2 classes technically. A class where if you forgot to show your horse, show one of your horses, you could place it in. And Unrealistic Colors class. And he got second for the Unrealistic Colors. The one that got first was the Romance horse that got first place. But he got second, can you believe that? Technically I know it's a she, but it's on a guy mold, so I put it as a stallion. And he got second. Very, very happy. So yeah, all 3 of these qualified too, for the grand thing, even though they didn't win it, but still. I am so happy because this is my second show, and I can't believe how good they've done. Alright. Now, the horse, I did get 1 first place ribbon, which I'm super happy about. And if you want to, and the horse that I got first place on is a BreyerWest horse. And I don't want to drag this out too long because I don't want to waste out the time. And I feel really random. Okay, anyway. I am surprised that he won first place because I just figured maybe, I thought he would probably place, but not first place. Who is it? Dun 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 dun! It's my Spun Gold horse. I can't believe he got first place in the Stock Horses Appaloosa class, which was another huge class. I mean, he was up against a whole bunch of Appaloosa horses. Or not a whole bunch again, because BreyerWest was a small show, but still, for the show, that was a big class. And he got first! I am so happy for him. Yes, so super happy for him. Yes, so that was all of my placings and whatnot on the floor there and everything. And my Breyers that I got. So yeah, I had really fun at BreyerWest, and I'm definitely going to be showing again. Which horses I'm actually going to be showing again, I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. But I will be probably starting to do customs too soon, hopefully, maybe for shows. So yeah, anyway, I don't want to make YouTube get mad at me because the time's too long, so. I had a really fun time, guys, at BreyerWest. I hope the people that I met there and stuff had a great time too. I'm sure they did. And auf Wiedersehen!